So you still have some hope. In very concrete terms, though, when it comes to social media and the network impact, what are you suggesting? What needs to change?
I have hope because I think we have taken it a step too far. Mark Zuckerberg last week came out and said he thinks that privacy is part of the discourse of the past.
Would you agree with that?
No, I don't. I think it may be convenient for social networks to not have privacy, but I think that what is intimacy without privacy? What is democracy without privacy? And I think we're starting to be in a world where things like that get said, and I think we're going to say increasingly, well, no. We want to live in a democratic society. We want to have relationships with other people. We don't want to feel we're being spied upon. We need these things.
So, okay, so you talked about two things, intimacy and democracy,
yeah,
which are both challenged by the destruction of privacy.
I do.
What needs to happen? How do we rediscover or protect or build new walls around privacy?
Well, I think that this is the challenge. I think the next 10 years is going to be about, first of all, making it a value. I think that what I found in interviewing teenagers is that despite the hype that they don't care about privacy, it's not true. They are ill-informed. They basically say things like they try to ask their parents about what their rights are. Their parents don't know. Their teachers don't know. They have fantasies about, do teachers look at their mail? Can the police look at their mail? Can colleges look at their mail? I mean, these are questions that about which, people need to know what their rights are, what the reality is. My grandmother, and this is a story I tell in the book, my grandmother used to take me down to the mailboxes in Brooklyn, and she used to show me those mailboxes, and she'd say, Sherry, we're in this country because it's a federal offense to open up somebody's mail, and that's why we're in this country. It's a federal offense to open up somebody's mail. That's what democracy is. That's fantastic. That made me into a civil libertarian. It made me into an American citizen. We have to start to reclaim and to teach our children the value of something like privacy. This is up to parents. This is up to, a civic sensibility. This is up to our political culture. And on the simplest level in terms of civility, we need to be able to sit down to a family dinner and leave our cell phones out of the dinner table. Technology proposes itself as the architect of our intimacies, and these days there is no coyness about its aspiration to substitute life on the screen for the other kind. Technology is seductive when its affordances meet our human vulnerabilities. And it turns out we are very vulnerable indeed. We are lonely, but fearful of intimacy. Connectivity offers, for many of us, the illusion of companionship without the demands of friendship. We can't get enough of each other if we can have each other at a distance in amounts that we can control. Think of Goldilocks. Not too close,
not too far, just right. Connection made to measure. That's the new promise. The ability to hide from each other even as we are continually connected to each other. To put it too simply, we would rather text than talk. Online connections bring so many bounties, but our lives of continual connection also leave us vulnerable. Often we're too busy communicating to think, too busy communicating to create, too busy communicating to really connect with the people we're with in the ways that would really count. In continual contact, we're alone together.